Good afternoon, friends. I'm Dr. Ajay Shah, bringing this another Facebook Live. This week, we are talking about weight loss, how to lose weight effectively, a simple way, and a healthy way. I've done three segments. So if you have not watched those three segments, after you finish this current segment, please watch those three segments. Those three segments are already on YouTube on my channel also. So watch it on YouTube if it's easier. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also did a series on high blood pressure last week. So you can watch a series on high blood pressure also. All those videos are on YouTube. So you can watch them on YouTube channel, Healthy Living with Dr. Ajay Shah. So let's start with this fourth segment on how to lose weight, healthy way, simple way, and effective way. Today, I want to talk about what we eat in America as a standard American diet. I call it sad diet, and it's truly a sad diet because if we know as Americans what we are eating and what has led to this major epidemic of obesity, then we will be more aware of what not to eat. So let's review what we eat right now in America. Right now in America, we eat 65% of our calories from processed food. 65%. That means chips and crackers and cookies and cereals and cakes and pizzas and donuts and many of other processed food. A lot of processed food. Actually, I see at my work, I see my friends, even I myself was one time before eating a lot of processed food. So 65% of American calories come from processed food, and that needs to change, and we will talk about it. 25% of calories come from animal products. So those animal products include dairy products, including cheese and milk and many other things, yogurt, also red meat, chicken, fish, and many other type of meat products. So again, 25% of our calories come from animal products, and only 10% of calorie come from plant-based food. And out of that 10% calorie from plant-based food, 7 to 8% is actually processed plant-based food, including French fries and ketchup. So only about 2 to 3% calorie in American diet comes from whole food, plant-based, no oil diet. Only 2 to 3% calorie come from whole food, plant-based, no oil diet. And that's the reason America is getting obese. So I set the stage, what is the standard American diet? And we need to change that. If you want to lose weight, you cannot continue eating standard American diet. So look at your plate, look at your friend's plate, look at your family member's plate, look at the plate at your work and see what people are eating. And let me tell you, they are eating standard American diet with 65% calorie come from processed food, 25% from animal products, 8% from processed plant food, including fries and ketchup, and only 2 to 3% calorie from whole food plant-based diet. That means vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, and intact grains. Even white bread is considered processed plant food because it's from wheat flour, processed wheat flour, with removal of much of the fiber, with adding of oil, salt, and sugar, and it's made in the factory. So white bread, even though it's a vegan item, but still it's a processed food. Chips are also processed food because even though it's made from corn and a vegan item, but it's made in the factory, oil is added, salt is added, many other ingredients are added, and chips is also a processed food. And this needs to change. Uh, as you watch these segments, the first three segments and this four segments, I want you to pay attention and I want you to take notes because I have read almost 100 books on weight loss, healthy living, if not more books. And I've gone myself, obviously, through cardiology training, lifestyle medicine training. So what I'm showing you, what I'm trying to share my knowledge with you is a culmination of years, almost 30, 35 years of my experience and my knowledge. Matter of fact, I started my medical school about 41 years ago. 41 years ago. I started my medical school 41 years ago. So all the knowledge I've gathered over the last 41 years is the what I'm transmitting to you in this live. So take notes so you don't have to go through medical school. You don't have to go through reading tons of books. Obviously, you're more than welcome to read those books. Uh, my wife is going to show you today or tomorrow about InstaPart Live. So we're going to have a live on InstaPart. I'm sure most of you are aware of what is InstaPart. InstaPart is a pressure cooker, electric pressure cooker, where you can cook many of the items, actually most of the any items in a very quick way and very simple way and very much on the time based way, so you can continue doing your other work while the food is being made, food is being prepared. So my wife will be doing a live on Instapart today or tomorrow, about 10-minute live. So if you own Instapart, you will learn a lot still. And if you don't own Instapart, she will show you what are the benefits of owning an Instapart. So definitely owning an Instapart is one of the important thing in weight loss journey. So please stay tuned for that. My wife is also going to do another live on air fryer. Air fryer is also an important equipment instrument to have in your kitchen because it lowers the need of the oil to cook any different type of food. Particularly Indian food requires a lot of frying. Even many of the Mexican food and other foods require a lot of frying. And if you own an air fryer, amount of oil you need to make things will be very, very low, close to be zero. Matter of fact, many of the items can be made without oil in air fryer, just like making it in oven. So, for example, my wife makes sweet potato fries without any oil in the air fryer, regular potato fries in the air fryer without any oil, and that tastes as delicious as regular fries at McDonald's. And I don't have any guilt of having oil and salt eating at McDonald's. So I have a same fun, same test of eating sweet potato fries and regular potato fries in our air fryer without any oil, without any salt. Um, I also want you to be aware that when you start this weight loss journey, try to have some kind of support, either your spouse or your family member or your friends. Because when you do any activity as a group activity, there's always higher chance of success. You bounce back the ideas, you discuss things, you actually push each other, you motivate each other. So if you want to lose weight, try to do it with a buddy or a friend or with a spouse or a family member or anyone who you think can motivate you, can support you, can interact with you. So again, have a support when you start this weight loss journey. Next thing is I partly talked about it, and that's about importance of fiber. I want you to have fiber in your diet as much as possible. And I'm sure most of you know that animal products have zero fiber. That means milk, yogurt, cheese, dairy, red meat, chicken, fish, turkey, all of those animal products have zero fiber. So if you want to have adequate fiber, that means 50 grams or more of fiber per day. You must eat 80-90% of your food from whole food, plant-based vegetables, fruits, intact grains, beans, legumes, nuts, and seeds, so you can get adequate amount of fiber. Uh, Let me also start talking about when we talk about obesity and overweight, we also should talk about not just the body mass index, but body fat percentage. And the reason I want to cover briefly this thing, which I was going to cover in segment one, because body fat percentage is what much more accurate way of predicting health and predicting the complications of obesity. So, for example, body fat percent for a man below 15% generally is considered healthy, and for female below 25% generally is considered healthy. So if you have access to a instrument to measure body fat, please go ahead and do so as soon as you can and know what your body fat percent is. Many of the newer bathroom scale actually can give you body fat percent. They are fairly accurate. They are done based on impedance plethysmography, and they are fairly accurate. They are definitely very good at the trends. So if you are getting on the same scale which gives you body fat percent every day, you will at least know if your body fat percent is going down. And like I explained you earlier, our goal is to lose fat, not lose weight. Goal is to lose fat, not lose weight. Because when we say lose weight, we could be losing muscle also. Goal again is to not lose muscle, not lose any important organ, just lose the fat, particularly the visceral fat and abdominal fat and the belly fat. So following body fat percent will help you because then you know that your body fat percent is going down. Many of these scales, actually the newer scales, the one I have at home, also can give you lean body mass. Typically, that means how much muscle you have to make sure that your lean muscle mass or lean body mass is not going down as you lose weight. And if you do regular strength training, if you do regular weight training, your lean body mass will be maintained and hopefully you will lose only fat. Um, the next thing I want to cover is that many physicians, many nutritionists, many dietitians, even many weight loss experts ask you to eat less food if you want to lose weight. In my opinion, that advice is not only wrong but doesn't work. Eating less has never worked because eating less means staying hungry, and hunger is one of the most like important stimulant our body has. Nobody can go hungry more than 6, 8, 12, 24, 36 hours. Eventually you give in and you start eating food. So staying hungry is not the solution to weight loss. Eating adequate amount of food. I'm not talking adequate calories of food. I'm talking about eating adequate amount of food. That means the pounds of food is important. And like I taught you earlier, segment 3, the caloric density. If you eat food which has a low calorie per pound, then you can eat more food, have satiety, have fullness, not go hungry, and still have low calorie. So watch that video on caloric density. That's in segment 3. Also, there is a video by Chef AJ on forks over knives on caloric density. Watch that video also. But if you want to just get a summary, please watch segment 3 I did on weight loss earlier today. That video already is available on YouTube, so please watch. Uh, Next thing is an important question. Many times the question is asked to me that are juice and smoothie okay when you are trying to lose weight? So let me tell you one thing. Fruit juice are not okay. So orange juice or apple juice or grapefruit juice or all those fruit juice are not okay. Fruit juice has a lot of sugar. The fiber is removed. It punches a lot of calories very quickly. Your insulin spikes and then eventually you have a crash of sugar and you end up eating very unhealthy food later on. So fruit juice are not okay. I think in terms of the vegetable juice, there are mixed feelings for I have about vegetable juice. If you are eating adequate amount of fiber per day, if you are eating 50 gram of fiber per day, and then if you want to add vegetable juice to increase your micronutrient content, I can understand. But if you are not getting adequate fiber, best thing is to eat whole food plant-based with fiber, with vegetables, fruits, intact grains, beans, and legumes. So that way you will get the fiber. So let me repeat. If you are getting 50 grams of fiber by eating lots of vegetables, fruits, intact grains, and beans, and if you're getting adequate amount of fiber, and if you want to add more micronutrients, then it's okay to juice 2 or 3 pounds of vegetables and drink it. It'll be easier and you will get tons of micronutrients. So my condition is get 50 grams of fiber, and then if you want to add vegetable juice, it's okay. Same thing goes with the smoothie. Smoothies actually contain fiber, so I'm not that much against a smoothie. Vegetable smoothies are best. You can add a small amount of fruits in vegetable smoothie to make it sweet, so it's more palatable. But at the same time, smoothie actually, when you try to drink, you drink it very fast and it gives you a lot of calorie too quickly. Your body cannot handle it. Insulin spikes and your sugar goes up, and eventually your sugar crashes because insulin spikes happen, and you end up eating more food. So if you want to have a vegetable and fruit smoothie, drink it very slowly. Take it in a container and drink it over 1 hour to 1.5 to 2 hours. For example, when I take my smoothie, I have a 1 hour commute, so I take it in the morning, and over the next 1 hour, I have a sip every few minutes, every 5, 10 minutes, and I finish my smoothie in 1 hour. You cannot finish a smoothie in 10, 15 minutes. That's a lot of calories, too quick, and sugar will spike too quick. Actually, there's some new way of having smoothie, and that's having smoothie in a smoothie bowl. So actually, you make a smoothie, you put it in like as if it's a soup, you put it in a bowl, and you have the smoothie with a spoon. That slows down your eating. You will have that smoothie over 20, 30 minutes. You can add actually vegetables and fruits in the smoothie and make smoothie as if it's a soup, and you are actually having a smoothie bowl. But might as well make a soup if you like the warm thing. But if you like something cold, cool and cold, then smoothie with ice, with vegetables, with fruits, and eating with spoon is also another good idea. Or just drink the smoothie very slowly. Uh, let's talk about another new concept, important concept over last 5 to 10 years, and that's intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is very important in your weight loss journey. Intermittent fasting means limiting your eating hours within a day. Typically, try to eat within 8 to 12 hours. That means not eating 12 to 16 hours in one day. Again, try to eat within 8 to 12 hours, ideally 8 hours. Also, try not to eat 4 hours before you go to sleep. So, for example, if your last meal is at 5 or 6 p.m., try not to eat in the morning until 8 or 9 a.m., and that will give you 12 to 16 hours of fast, and this is called intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting has shown many benefits. If you eat the same calorie but perform the intermittent fasting, there are benefits in weight loss. There are benefits with prevention of prediabetes, diabetes, even prevention of cancer, even daily low level ketosis when you are doing 16-hour fast. Also, preventing Alzheimer's disease, improving sleep, preventing cancer, preventing prediabetes, diabetes. So there are many benefits of intermittent fasting more than just the weight loss. So I highly recommend doing intermittent fasting. I have a separate video on intermittent fasting on my YouTube channel. Please watch that video. Again, intermittent fasting. Uh, there's also role of water only fast, where you have nothing in the whole day but just plain simple water. And that essentially means having a 0 calorie per day. If you do water only fast 1 day or 2 days a week, that will speed up your weight loss, and that's very safe thing to do. When I lost my 50, 60 pounds, I was doing every other day water only fast, and I lost weight 50 pounds in like 4 or 5 months. So if you want a fast results, start doing water only fast. Obviously, if you have diabetes, if you are on any diabetic medication, if you have a high blood pressure, and if you are on blood pressure medicine, or if you have any other medical conditions, make sure you clear from your physician whether you can do water only fast or not. But again, intermittent fasting and water only fasting are important tool on your weight loss journey. So again, I'm going to stop here. Please share this video on your page. Please invite your family and friends to like our page. Please watch this video on YouTube, which will be available in 1 hour. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Healthy Living with Dr. Ajay Shah. Please watch other videos on YouTube channel. There are 250 videos on different topics, different interviews. So please watch those videos. Have a great afternoon. I'll be back in few hours to do the next segment on weight loss. I hopefully will be finishing all the weight loss segments today. So have a great afternoon. Eat healthy, exercise, sleep well, have low stress, don't drink alcohol, and let's do everything together to live long. Thank you.